Elkhart Sports is on the air. Tonight's game is brought to you by the following: Hawkins WaterTech, Vado H2O, The Twisted Cow, Rain Drain of Michiana, First State Bank, your hometown bank, The Lerner Theater, Volcanoes Pizza, Caribbean Auto Spa, Dr. Toppy, making smiles last a lifetime, and Sanders Panowski LLP, legal solutions that work. Now let's join the voice of Elkhart Sports, Mark Lowry, on the call for tonight's contest.
And welcome everybody to the north side of South Bend, Clay High School for Northern Indiana Conference action. Mark Lowry here with you as the 2-1 Elkhart Central Lion, make Elkhart Lions. That's strike one. The Elkhart Lions as they take on the South Bend Clay Colonials, who come in with a record of 1-4. With me tonight here on the north side, Mike Ganger joins me for the third game straight. And Michael, I got you up.
Oh, you did? Okay.
Marked improvement from game number 3 to game number 2 as far as that victory over the Prairie.
Oh, yes.
58-47 as opposed to that 39-38 loss to Concord.
Yeah, they've improved a lot. And I'm going to tell you, I'm looking for more improvement tonight. Now, where? Who knows where it's going to come from?
Well, lately the offense has come out of young Ms. Watson. Dumore Watson has scored 30 points in the contest against New Prairie, and taking on a Clay team who's still trying to find themselves, so to speak. A young ball club, still trying to find the scoring aspect. And Elkhart, even though they've got a better record, they're still in the same boat. They're still trying to get two schools into one and trying to find that niche and to become one, just like the football team did throughout the remainder of the regular season.
Yeah, they're trying to find that niche, and I don't know if anybody in Elkhart even thought about this yet, but the coattails for the football team should start eventually rubbing off on the other teams too. Now, when? Who knows when it's going to happen, but I can see it happening.
They've all got to find their own niche, though, within themselves. And they each get in the program and learn from the coaches that are teaching them. Eventually, these teams are going to do well, especially down the stretch.
Yeah, exactly. And, I'm going to be interested to see what Clay did, because I've seen Clay the first game, and, it was really interesting. But I'm going to see if they've improved any and, found some go-to person. Like what Watson did with Elkhart.
Okay, we're going to take a timeout. We'll take a 60-second break, and we will come back, and we'll go above the rim with Will Cody. Some nice comments we had earlier today. And then we'll get you ready for exciting Lady Lion basketball as Elkhart takes on South Bend Clay and Northern Indiana Conference game coming up right after this timeout. You're listening to exciting Elkhart Lion basketball on the Elkhart Lions channel right here on YouTube.
Sean was about to strike out and end the season. Or so they thought. He'd been doing the one thing proven to make a big difference in any player's game: practice. In the same year-round place where pros recruited by the Chicago Cubs train. There's never been anything like it in the history of this region. And it'll change your game too. First Source Bank Performance Center. Wow the crowd by stopping those hard slams and short hops other infielders fear. Put the ball where you want it and get on base when it matters most. Pitch faster and better than anyone else. Train with regulation baseballs, softballs, and the professional trainers you need to up your game the way the pros do now. In the off-season at First Source Bank Performance Center. Memberships, individual lessons, infield, pitching, batting, softball, and baseball all year long. Visit FirstSourceBankPerformanceCenter.com today. FirstSourceBankPerformanceCenter.com.
This is Dave Ramsey here to talk about Rain Drain. Rain Drain is your local dealer for the amazing Leaf Guard no-clog gutter system. Leaf Guard is the only seamless one-piece leaf protection system on the market today. It's a patented system that's built to stay clog-free, guaranteed. Or Rain Drain will clean your gutters for free. To learn more, call Rain Drain at 888-611-RAIN or visit them at raindraininc.com.
And we are back here at South Bend Clay High School earlier tonight. Had a chance to sit down and go above the rim with Coach Will Cody, and here's our conversation. And how you doing, everybody? Mark Lowry. We're above the rim again with Coach Cody and Coach, 58-47 over New Prairie. Good to get that first NIC on the board, and a fairly impressive one. Third quarter could have been a little better, but all in all, a great win for your girls.
That was a good team win, especially to start the conference off with the win. I thought our kids really played hard, really fought through adversity. We could have easily given up when New Prairie made that run, but we really hung in there, and kids really fought and continued to battle together, and that's the most gratifying thing, to see them continue to just keep working together as a team.
Let's talk about that. When the New Prairie made their run, at the end of 3 quarters, we were up by 3 going into the fourth. What did you tell the kids in the huddle as you came out to the fourth?
I just told them we're better than this. You know what I mean? We got to play a little harder. It's hitting us, and the kids really, they just huddled up and started talking and came out and just did what they had to do, and they did a great job.
All right, well, again, we move on. We get that first conference victory. You got your 20 free throws, which percentages could have been a little better, 9 out of 20, but that's something I'm we're working on.
Yeah, hey, getting to the free throw line 20 times that game was good, because before that we've only got there 9 times in 2 games. Now just making the free throws, something that we've been working on, we've always worked on, getting them to understand, attack the rim, which they've done a great job attacking the rim, and just continue to keep following the process. If you really look at it, out of our 10 players, 7 of them are really, I would say, new, are not used to the process, so we're still growing and developing as a team.
Okay. Tonight, we were on the road, first road conference game at South Bend Clay. Tell us a little bit about what you've seen from the Colonials on film.
Coach CJ does a good job with them. They're going to play hard. They're going to compete. They take pride in what they do. We just got to come out, play with some energy and play with some enthusiasm, and give a great effort, and play Lady Lions basketball like we're capable of playing.
All right, with everything being said, that's the first key, of course, getting off to a good start. Any of the other keys you want to incorporate as far as get a victory over South Bend Clay tonight?
Just getting off to a fast start, really. Attacking the rim, playing our basketball the way we want to play, and just continue to just keep fighting. Every possession is going to be a fight. Every possession is going to be a battle. So we just got to understand that and just continue to keep doing what we do.
All right, with that being said, let's take a look at the lineup for tonight.
We're going to go with Samaj Stout at the point, Maddie Axum at the 2, Michaela Whitaker at the 3. Demar Watson at the 4, and Taryn Roberson at the 5.
All right, sounds like a winner. Let's get our second conference game, and let's get the Middlebury on a solid footing.
Thank you very much.
All right, above the rim with Will Cody, Mark Lowry from South Bend. We'll come up to the pregame after this on the Elkhart Lions channel here on YouTube. Okay, I guess we're back, and
I like what you said there at the end. I like that.
You like the solid footing part?
Yeah, I like that. The solid footing, because they've got a tough one Tuesday night.
That's so I hear.
So I hear too. I don't know who's saying that, but I hear they got a tough one Tuesday. So
well, I know you're out here scouting for them, so
No. Hey, I've seen 4 straight Elkhart games, and granted I had to fill in for the pro for the Oregon Davis game.
Right.
But,
football duty.
Well, yeah. But no, I feel honored and privileged. Will's gonna have a good team. And I think come sectional time, that section is wide open. I mean, anybody, and I mean anybody, can win that sectional.
Well, it's going to be interesting, no question about it, but that's going to be a long ways away. Right now, here on the north side of South Bend, they're asking everybody to get on their feet, and they're getting everybody ready. 2 lines are formed, and we're getting ready for our national anthem here at South Bend Clay High School. So they continue the pregame talk here. And yeah, you're right. Tuesday night should be a good one.
Tuesday night will be.
The Raiders have basically had all of Elkhart's number lately, and it'll be interesting to see how this team resurges as they get to Middlebury on Tuesday night.
Well, we'll see what Northridge does tomorrow. They've got 2 really tough games tomorrow.
Still waiting for the band and the PA announcer to get through his pregame read, so to speak.
Yeah, we'll go into more about tomorrow throughout the night, but tomorrow's going to be really, really interesting.
And we'll also talk a little bit about semi-state football action that is still ongoing, and unfortunately the Lions not been part of it. Now here's our national anthem. And that was our national anthem here from Clay High School. As we mentioned, we were hoping that the Elkhart Lion Football Ball Club would be in the semi-state, but right now Maryville is representing. They were leading last report 7-0 over Westfield.
And Chittard leads Mishawaka Marion 12-7 right now.
Okay, so the lineup for Elkhart is as follows. Looks like it'll be Stout at one guard position, Savannah Stout, along with Dumore Watson, Taryn Roberson, Maddie Axum, and Michaela Whitaker will be the lineup for Elkhart. Now let's check the Colonial lineup. Hicks at one position, guard position. Jones. Watson, Aaliyah Watson. Rhea Brown. Layden Bean. So it'll be Hicks, Jones, Watson, Brown, and Bean. Colonials in their home whites with the purple numerals trimmed in gold. The Lions are in their road blues with the sort of, I don't know, you might call it silver numbers, trimmed in white, blue pant, trimmed in the silver, almost like a Creighton, almost like a Georgetown feel, you might say.
Yeah, you know, you gotta follow some of the college teams somewhere.
So we'll have a jump ball at center court. It will be Robertson jumping it up against Jones, and we're underway. Elkhart with a tip. Elkhart will move from right to left on your radio dial or internet modem. Here's Stout with the basketball. Man-to-man defense by Clay. Gets it over to Axum over on the right wing. Axum now dribbles toward the top of the key, kicks it back on the outside of Whitaker. Whitaker looks over the situation, moves it to the left side, back to Stout. Stout looking to pass it now top side to Axum, still looking around that man-to-man defense. Now over to Whitaker on the right wing. Whitaker can't find anybody. Now top of the key, back to Stout. Stout looking for some maneuvering room. Now gets it back to Whitaker. Whitaker still on the right wing. Cross-court pass inside. Robertson with a turnaround. Bank is in! And the bank.
First State Bank shot. First State Bank, remember, FDIC.
And that's 2-0 Elkhart against the zone trap on the press. And Jones loses it. Here comes Elkhart. Here comes Whitaker on the drive. All the way. Leaves it off. Up and good by 22 Watson. 4-0 Elkhart. And again, a zone trap being used like a diamond in one. There's a pass and throw. Pass is thrown away and picked off by Elkhart. And it's Whitaker. Whitaker to Stout over the timeline. Stout over the corner to Axum. Three on the way. No good. Rebound comes out to Clay. Here comes Hicks with the basketball. Hicks taking it over the timeline. Hicks driving, stopping. Stout picks her up on the man-to-man. Now gets it over to Brown. Brown looking for some help. Kicks it back on the outside out of Watson. Alea Watson. Watson crosses it over. Now inside for Beam. Beam drives between two Lions. Fires one up there. Remy no good. And the rebound comes to Axum for Elkhart. Axum on the push-up. Axum leaves it off and is intercepted by Jones. Here comes Jones for the Colonials. Jones to the outside, now double-teamed. Jones gets its pocket picked by Whitaker. She finds Watson on the 1-on-2. Lays it up and in. DeMore Watson now with 4. It's 6-0, and Colonials want a timeout. It's likely to be a 30. It will be a 30, so we'll keep it here with 6:06 to go.
Well, fast start, 6-0.
That's
so
what Coach wanted.
That's exactly what he wanted. He wanted a fast start, and that's what you want the fast start. You kind of, I don't want to say bury the team, but kind of make them, think that they can't play with you.
Well, this diamond and one zone trap on the press on the inbound has really got Clay bewildered off the inbound passes.
I'm going to be interested to see if they do that Tuesday night. Let's say more about that later.
6-0 again. The Lions again. We're early in the first quarter. 6:05 to go. And it will be Jones to inbound again. It's a zone trap. Inbound comes over to Brown. Brown to Jones. Now to Hicks. Hicks over the timeline. Hicks on the drive. Hicks trying to back it up now. Back toward the top of the key. Takes a long three-pointer. Rimming good. So Hicks gets a 3. And 6-3 in favor of the Lions. Here comes Stout. Stout over the timeline. Stout moves it to the right side over to Axum. Axum looks, cross-courts it over to Whitaker. Whitaker on the left side now over to Stout for a 3. No, and an offensive foul? No, a foul. Away from the ball, illegal screen on Whitaker. Michaela Whitaker picks up her first on the team. And the inbound comes to Hicks. Hicks to Brown. Back to Hicks. Hicks still not to the timeline yet. Double teamed. In trouble. And gets his pocket picked by Axum. Axum will lay it up and score. Mandy Axum's first 2. It's 8-3. Here's Hicks. Hicks. Back over to Brown. Now back to Hicks. Hicks. Ball deflected away by Axum. Ball out of bounds. Last touch by Hicks. It'll be Elkhart basketball.
He's playing a lot better than the first. Yeah, he's got more confidence out there now. You can kind of tell, can't you?
Yes, you can.
Yeah.
The inbound comes to Robertson. Almost traveled. Gets the ball knocked away. Picks it back up. Almost lost the pass. Back out to Stout. Stout now drives through the hands of Whitaker and out of bounds. Turnover gives it right back to Calais.
Well, you got to have turnovers sometime.
Wish we had a bakery to take care of those turnovers.
We're gonna work on that. You gave me an idea tonight.
All right. Here comes Brown. Brown pass right through the hands and into Bean. Bean lays up off the bottom of the backboard. No good. Here comes Whitaker. Leaves it head for Watson. Watson on the drive into the paint. Now kicks over to the left side to the wing. Watson still on the dribble. Now cross courts with Axum. Long 2 on the way. Back iron no good. Gets her a rebound. Puts it up. Bank no good. Ball loose. Whitaker up with it. Ribbing good. Michaela Whitaker, her first 2. That's 10-3. Back to the zone trap. On the press. Here's Jones. Back to Hicks. Hicks getting toward the timeline. Double team. Fires it ahead to Aaliyah Watson. Well, she'll take a 15-footer. Misses bottom of the rim. But the rebound comes to Beam, who puts it back up. And Remy no good. And the rebound comes to Whitaker for Elkhart. Whitaker over the timeline. Leaves it for Stout. Stout drives the baseline. Stops. Gets it back over to Watson. Long 18-footer for Watson is no good. Ball is loose into the hands of Axum. She puts it up. Remy round the rim, no good. Out of bounds, it'll go. It'll be South Bend Clay basketball.
Must be a little in that basket down there.
That went around the world at least once that time, but wouldn't fall. The inbound comes to Brown. Brown cross court to Hicks, and now they break the timeline. Hicks now trying to drive it out. She's double teamed again. The baseline is a third defender, and now we have a bumping foul. And it looks like it's going to be on 30. Axum, her first. Team second. 3:38 to go, 10-3 in favor of Elkhart. Here's the inbound to Brown. Brown picked up by Watson. Throws it, baseball pass over the head of the intended receiver, Aaliyah Watson, and out of bounds. It'll be Elkhart basketball. In football, it'll be a 2nd and 10. You try again, but not that time.
Not this time.
Out of bounds to Elkhart. Puts it down 1, 2. Now they get it inbound to Stout. Stout, trap at half court. Now she breaks it. Gets ahead to Axum. Axum almost lost it. Picks it back up. Gets it back to Stout. Stout drives to the paint. Leaves it off. Ball deflected away. It should stay with Elkhart.
You still get that football in you, don't you?
Johnson back in. Oh, I see what's a football analogy. You got to put it in there.
Yeah, you're right. You do.
Jaya Johnson in for Robertson. Inbound comes to Whitaker, forces it, no good. Watson gets go back up, no, but she was hacked. 25 White, and that foul will be on Bria Brown. Her first, team's first. Hacked a shooting foul, and to the free throw line will be DeMoore Watson. Something that still Elkhart still has to work on. First one is up and good. She'll have one more, 11-3.
Well, they want 23 throws.
Well, they got 20 free throws last game, but they only hit 9 of them. The second one is good.
Well, they're on their way.
Almost 50% though.
Yeah.
12-3. Again, that zone press. Here comes Hicks. Hicks over the timeline. Leaves it ahead for Bean. Bean now tries to back it out. Fires it across. Now to Jones. Jones, cross court now, over to 21, Watson. She fires it up there, hits the guide wire, no call, Mrs. Official, and the rebound comes back to Clay. Here's Hicks with a 3, Remy in and out, no good. The rebound comes from Watson for Elkhart. She'll be on the push-up. Cut down the lane, into the paint, one hands it up, too strong. Rebound South Bend Clay and Jones. She'll hand it to Hicks, back to Jones. Jones, now to Brown, Brown over the timeline. What can Brown do for you? On the corner. Brown over to Bean. Bean drives and she traveled. Yep. Had to sneak that UPS in there.
Of course you do.
It was there.
Of course.
Here's Stout with the basketball. 12-3 Elkhart. Stout over the timeline. Stout driving in the corner. Now kicks it back out to Johnson. Johnson now to Rome, who's down the ball game. Johnson will try a 3, no good. Rebound loose, picked up by Watson under the backboard, no good. Ball kicked back out. Rome picks it up. She'll cross court over to Stout. She'll take a 15-footer, no good. Rebound Clay. Bean for the Colonials.
Hey, that was close.
Hicks will get it over the timeline. Now feeds it over to Brown. Brown back to Hicks. Hicks will take a long three-pointer, rims it, no good. Ball loose, out of bounds, and it will go to Elkhart.
Yep. Oh, no. Oh, Elkhart. I thought they touched it, but okay.
Now, Rome almost touched it.
I thought she did.
But she put the hands up just in time and let the ball go out.
Okay. All right.
I was saying to myself, don't touch it.
Yeah, well, that's what I was thinking, too, and they...
So the inbound comes to Stout. Stout driving to the right side, down to Rome. Rome double teamed inside for Watson, and she was held. She's being sandwiched on the Clay defense, frontwards and backwards, sort of a give and go defense, and the foul's going to be on 14, and that's going to be on Jones, her first. And it's inbound, comes a 3 on the way, is no good. By Quinn, who's now in the ball game. Rome with the rebound. She takes the 18-footer. No good. Ball is loose. Picked up by Elkhart again. It's going to be Watson with the rebound. Watson for Elkhart. Throws it and incomplete. Hits the bleacher, but Rome was just a little about 5 feet away.
That's 2nd and 10 then, right?
That'd be 3rd and 10 by that time.
3rd and 10, okay. All right, 3rd and 10.
But anyway, it's the turnover, gives it back to Clay, and with 1:21 to go, a 12-3 Elkhart lead.
Time. Oh, I thought I had time. Okay.
Substitution. Mandy Axum back in. She'll give Watson a breather. The inbound comes to Brown.
1-3-1?
Yep. 1-3-1 zone. Here goes now to Browns. Hits Bean underneath, lays it up, got it. Leighton Bean, and now it is 12-5. Here's Johnson for Elkhart, gives it to Quinn. A bad pass, intercepted by Bean. Here comes Bean for the Colonials over the timeline. Flips it over to Jones. Jones drives the baseline, flips it up. No, but she drew the foul. Looks like it's going to be on Axum, her second. Genesis Jones shooting 2. First one is rimming good. Watson back in for Rome, or check out Watson in for Axum. And now Jones will have one more free throw. Second one on the way is back iron, no good. The rebound comes to Watson for Elkhart. Watson over the timeline. Watson drives, fires inside for Johnson, up, no good. Gets her own rebound, forces it up, and no, but she drew the foul. 40, and that's on Bean. Her first, team's third. And looks like to the free throw line. Does that look like Johnson? No, that's Robertson. First one is good. Tara Robertson now with 3. And she'll have one more. Second free throw is also good. 14-6. 43 seconds to go in the quarter. Here's Brown. Brown over to 21 Watson, Aaliyah Watson. Ball deflected, she gets it back. Now head for Beam. Beam drives, now double team, stops. Intercepted by Watson for Elkhart. Watson driving all the way into the paint, leaves it to the baseline, puts it up, no. And she's fouled.
She put a striped shirt on me. I'll push it from up here.
Hicks on the foul. Her first, team's fourth. And Watson will shoot 2. First one, good. (15-6). Watson now with 7 points. Make it 8. 16-6. 22 seconds to go. Here's Brown. Brown with the basketball. Brown over to there, Watson, and over and back.
Yeah.
So Elkhart with the possession now with 14.2. To the backcourt it goes. Here's Johnson. Johnson driving, stopping, flipping up. No, ball loose, picked up by Clay with 8 seconds. Long lead pass intercepted by Rome. 5 seconds. Rome driving, bounce pass inside. Robertson lays it up and in! And that's the quarter. So our score at the end of 1 is Elkhart 18 and South Bend Clay 6. Back with quarter number 2 after this. You're listening to exciting Lady Lion basketball on the Elkhart Lions channel here on YouTube, part of the New Level Broadcasting Network.
This is Dave Ramsey here to talk about Rain Drain. Rain Drain is your local dealer for the amazing Leaf Guard no-clog gutter system. Leaf Guard is the only seamless one-piece leaf protection system on the market today. It's a patented system that's built to stay clog-free, guaranteed. Or Rain Drain will clean your gutters for free. To learn more, call Rain Drain at 888-611-RAIN or visit them at raindraininc.com.
All right, we're back on the north side of South Bend. Mark Lowry, Mike Ganger with you. 18-6. How's our camera work looking, Mike?
It's doing fine. I am concentrating. Is that okay?
Let you multitask tonight.
I'm the producer, the engineer, and the cameraman.
Mike's trying a little experiment tonight with our broadcast. Well, we'll see if it works.
So far, the 3 games I've been doing, It's worked.
Okay, so second quarter now of action. It'll be Clay basketball to start. 18-6 in favor of Elkhart. Having inbound. Comes to Bree Brown. Over the timeline. Brown, hit for Hicks. Hicks pulls it out. Now starts to drive to the paint. Puts it up to the free throw circle. Air ball. Now the rebound comes for Watson for Elkhart. Watson over the timeline. Watson. Johnson for three. Rimming no good. Rebound comes to Clay. And Hicks. Hicks over the timeline. Hicks now to three on the way is good by Bria Brown. Now it's 18-9. Here's Stout. Stout over the timeline, driving over to Rome. Rome flips it over to Johnson. Johnson now to the left of the key, back to Stout. Stout looking, bounce pass inside of Robertson. Turnaround is good by Watson. 20-9, 7 minutes. Here comes Brown. Brown ahead for Hicks. Turn around from the free throw line, got it. Hicks now with 5, it's 20-11. Here comes Stout. Stout over the timeline, ball deflected, picks it back up. Stout still driving all the way to the baseline, and she is fouled.
In the hip, looks like it.
Got a hip check there. 40, Bean, her second. And team foul number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It will be Whitaker to inbound. Finds Robertson, and she gets knocked to the deck by Hicks. That'll be her second. Team sixth. And Robertson will shoot two. Taryn Robertson. First one up. First one, no good. Zoe Nicholson comes in for the Colonials for the first time. Robertson will get one more here. Second one is good. Now it's 21-11. Blue by 10. Here comes the Colonials. Here's Nicholson. And it's knocked away, intercepted. Here comes Watson. Watson drives it down, lays it up. Got it. DeMoore Watson, 23-11. Here comes Brown. Brown still in the backcourt. Gives it off to Hicks. Hicks gets ball deflected away and stolen by Watson. Watson leaves it head for. Check it. That looks like 32. That was Johnson, her first two. And now we'll have a timeout. Timeout with 6:11 to go, and that'll be a 30, so we'll keep it here. 25-11.
That pressure is causing Clay all kinds of problems.
Sometimes I wish the young ladies would cut their hair so you can see their number.
That would help. That would help a lot.
Yeah, so that was Johnson on the last bucket. A nice assist from Watson. Johnson's first two.
Yeah, sometimes the hair gets in the way.
But you're right, Mike. The defense has just clamped down the Colonials.
They have clamped down and clamped down. I realize COVID has caused all kinds of problems, but this is the year that if they commit that trip to Columbus, they would make some noise down there.
Well, here comes the Colonials, and here is Hicks. Hicks to Jones, back to Hicks. Now they break it, and it's knocked away. A good defense by Robertson, and she knocks it out of bounds. It'll stay with Clay.
Yeah, they would really make some noise down there. But, oh well.
Well, the inbound comes to Brown. Brown tries to leave it ahead and a little wide of the mark, but picked up on the loose ball by Nicholson. No good. Jones on the rebound, turns around, puts it back up and scores. This is Jones now with three, and it's 25-13. Here comes Stout. 2-3 zone now for Clay, sort of a matchup. Inside now for Robertson. She puts it up, and she is fouled from behind. 22 on Nicholson. That'll be her first. And Robertson, who's there, completely covers her number, puts up the first free throw and scores.
Well, at least you know who she is. That helps.
That helps. Axum back into the ballgame, replacing Johnson. Robertson will get a second one. Free throw is short, and the rebound comes out to Clay. Here come the Colonials. Here is Alea Watson. He tried to leave it ahead for Nicholson, and she loses it out of bounds. Turnover back to Elkhart. These fresh turnovers brought to you by
Apple turnover.
There you go. Here comes Stout.
Sounds good.
Stout by X and Such Bakery. Stout. Now Axum. Over to Whitaker. Feeds it inside. Ball knocked away by Robertson. To Robertson. Now back to Whitaker. Whitaker cross court pass to Axum. She fakes. Inside for Watson. Turn around from 12. Got it. Watson another bucket. That's 28-13. Here comes Brown. Brown, good ball deflected away again, stolen. Here comes Stout with the basketball. Stout down the lane, into the paint. Leaves it off for Axum. She backs it up. Tries to get it back inside for Watson. Lays it up, scores. Well, that was almost textbook.
Yeah, yeah, almost.
30-13. Here comes Brown. Brown for Jones. Jones to the outside. Here's a shot by Watson. No good. Watson for Clay, and here comes Axum for Elkhart. Axum on the drive, takes it all the way, lays it up, rimming good! Watson now, back at Axum now with 4, and that's 32-13. Suddenly a little Uncle Mo is wearing the Lion colors. Here is Brown. Brown deflected away by Axum. Here comes Axum 2-on-2. Axum lays it up, short. Rebound, Watson back up, good.
She's got to be in double figures. She's got to be in double figures right now.
And we'll go a timeout. Will be a 4:30. Full timeout, so we'll take it with them. 3:58 to go here in the first half. 34-13 Elkhart. Back after this. You're listening to exciting Lady Lion basketball on the Elkhart Lions channel here on YouTube.
Hard, rusty water can suck the life out of your laundry. It dulls colors, and whites don't exactly come out, well, white. Here's the bright side. Call Hawkins Water Tech. They will turn your hard water into soft, clear water so your clothes will look amazing. For all types of water treatment systems, Hawkins Water treats you better. Visit hawkinswater.com.
And we are back. 3:58 to go here in the first half of play, and that's what we used to call the defense turned into offense. We used to talk about that with the football team, but this girls' basketball team is starting to catch a couple pages of it.
Yeah, they are. And I mean, I think they found at least one go-to player right now for Elkhart. Now, can they find another one?
Well, right now, Watson has 18 for Elkhart, and Robertson has 2, 4, 6, 7, 8. Robertson has 8. 4 for Axum and 2 for Johnson.
Yeah, they just got to find one more person.
Here comes Clay. Castaneda is now in the ball game for the first time. She'll get it over now to Hicks. Now, actually, no, that's Hadley. Hadley to Hicks, a whole new Colonial backcourt. Hadley over to Watson, Alea Watson. Now Castaneda. Castaneda gets it kicked by Axum. It'll be out of bounds to the Colonials.
That's soccer. That's soccer kick.
Soccer kick.
I know, this sounds good, doesn't it?
Clay's got a decent soccer program out here.
Yeah, they're decent.
Castaneda, now to Hadley. Hadley to Alea Watson. Now back to Hadley. Hadley trying to find Jones in the corner. Jones double team. Back over to 21 Watson. Now to Hadley. Hadley drives. Throws it up there. No good. Ball loose. Picked up by Nicholson. Whistle. And we have a foul, I believe, on the floor.
Yeah, pushing foul.
Is that going to be on Robertson? Yep. Her first. Team's fourth. Out of bounds comes to Jones. Jones drives the baseline. Stops. Double team. Kicks it back out. It's almost intercepted. It is intercepted. Here comes Rome with the basketball. 3-on-1 if they play it right. Throws it down, and it's loose and re-stolen by Clay. Here's Hadley. Gets it knocked away. Ball still loose. Hot potato. Comes out still loose. And now Castaneda gets it ahead now for Watson. Throws it up there. A brick. Here comes Watson for Elkhart. 3-on-1 if they play it right. Watson puts it up there. Rimming got it. Watson now with 20. That's 36-13.
We get 30 the first half.
Here comes Castaneda. Over to Watson. Alea Watson. Now to Hadley. Watson back to Hadley. Over to Watson. Watson around the perimeter of the 1-2-2 matchup zone defense for Elkhart. Driving is Jones. Jones, has an offensive call. Good positioning that time by Robertson. That's Jones' second. Player control foul out of bounds to Elkhart. And we got a boatload of substitutions coming out. Whitaker back in. Quinn in now for Elkhart. And Jaya Johnson is back in for Elkhart. .218 to go in the half. Let's try it again.
Take two.
They're small.
Yeah, okay.
Brought to you by
Action House, of course.
Dutch Essen House.
We're all beating tomorrow morning.
Wrong sport there, guys, but anyway.
Well, I know it's the wrong sport, but.
Here we go. Johnson over the timeline. Johnson in the corner, now inside for Rome, or Quinn make it. And Quinn, and there's a foul or a 3-second violation. Like a 3-second call, so it'll be out of bounds to Clay.
I got a bit to Action House tomorrow morning before I go to Warsaw.
See if they still like my bit.
I know they do.
Castaneda over the timeline. Gets it over to Hadley. Hadley drives, stops, tries to feed back inside. Here's a turnaround by Nicholson. No good. Ball is loose. Whitaker comes back up with it for Elkhart. And she'll work it across the timeline. Gets it over to Quinn. Quinn, a 15-footer. Got it! Dana Quinn with her first two. And it's 38-13. Here's Castaneda over the timeline. Gives it over now to 30. Nicholson, ball blocked away. Picked up by Hadley, now loose on the floor. And we're going to have a jump ball. It's got to be. Robertson gets tie up. Possession arrow, I think, gives it to Elkhart.
That does.
More substitutions for the Lady Lions as Stout comes back in. Looks like Rome is about to check in as well.
I can hear that block all the way up here. That was all ball.
All ball. And here's the inbound to Jaya Johnson. 2-3s matchup zone by Clay. Here is Quinn. Got a Stout. Stout drives, stops. Back to Quinn, top of the key. Now to Johnson. Johnson looking for an opening. Finds Stout, who drives, throws it up there, and she got hacked on the act.
Hey, that's my line.
40.
Oh, well, they say
And that's going to be on Bean, her third.
They say flattery is the best thing. So
actually, it's not the first time I've heard that, by the way.
Oh, okay.
First time I heard it? Well, I'll tell you in a little bit. And free throw is good by Stout. She'll have one more. That was Jackson Lowry's terminology.
Oh, well, okay.
In high school and at Notre Dame.
Well, that's pretty good broadcaster there.
Yep. Second free throw is rimming no good. The rebound comes to South Bend Clay. And stolen away and put back up and in. And that was by Stout. She has 3 quickies. That's 41-13. Here comes Castaneda. Gets it over to Brown. Brown, Hadley, back to Castaneda. Gets it over now to 30, Whit Nicholson, who drives, whistle, and travel called.
Oh, okay.
The outside official called it. And Elkhart ball at 35-6. Here's Stout. Stout driving, stopping, gives it up for Quinn. Shot partially blocked, and Clay comes out there with it. Castaneda tries to leave it ahead. And see who's got it, 23, who I don't have on my roster. Here's Castaneda. Jordan is the name. Castellano over to Jordan. Jordan inside. Turnaround up and no good by Nicholson. The rebound comes to Elkhart. 2 seconds. One lead pass to Stout. Puts it up. Beat the clock. It did.
They counted, didn't they? They counted it, didn't they?
They did.
They did?
Okay, they did. Stout now with 5. So our score at the half is Elkhart 43 and South Bend Clay 13. We'll be back with our halftime activities coming up after this 2-minute break. You're listening to exciting Elkhart Lion Lady basketball. 2 minutes indeed here on the Elkhart Lions channel, right here on YouTube, part of the New Level Broadcasting Network.
Exciting topic, but at Hawkins Water Tech, we eat, sleep, and drink water. We've made it our personal mission to provide families and businesses with the very best water quality possible. Whether it's a reverse osmosis system, a high-efficiency water softener, bottled water, or delivery of softener salt, we work hard to bring you soft water. Hawkins Water Tech, the water specialist. Online at hawkinswater.com.
This is Dave Ramsey here to talk about Rain Drain. Rain Drain is your local dealer for the amazing Leaf Guard no-clog gutter system. Leaf Guard is the only seamless one-piece leaf protection system on the market today. It's a patented system that's built to stay clog-free, guaranteed. Or Rain Drain will clean your gutters for free. To learn more, call Rain Drain at 888-611-RAIN or visit them at raindraininc.com.
Sean was about to strike out and end the season. Or so they thought. He'd been doing the one thing proven to make a big difference in any player's game. Practice. In the same year-round place where pros recruited by the Chicago Cubs train. There's never been anything like it in the history of this region. And it'll change your game too. First Source Bank Performance Center. Wow the crowd by stopping those hard slams and short hops other infielders fear. Put the ball where you want it and get on base when it matters most. Pitch faster and better than anyone else. Train with regulation baseballs, softballs, and the professional trainers you need to up your game the way the pros do now. In the off-season at First Source Bank Performance Center. Memberships, individual lessons, infield, pitching, batting, softball, and baseball all year long. Visit FirstSourceBankPerformanceCenter.com today. FirstSourceBankPerformanceCenter.com.
We know H2O. Are you comfortable in your skin? Or does a shower leave you feeling dry? Call Hawkins Water Tech. They will install a system that removes hard water minerals and leaves your skin soft and clean. You'll save up to 75% on soap and shampoo, too. Forget squeaky clean. Get naturally clean. Hawkins Water treats you better. Visit hawkinswater.com.
And welcome back, everybody. 43-13 is our score. And Elkhart out in front here. Mark Lowry here with Mike Ganger. And the defense, again, as we mentioned about 3 or 4 times tonight, defense leading the offense, and that's been the story of tonight's contest so far, Mike.
Well, how many times have we said defense wins championships?
Well, that's true, especially in football.
Yeah, well, it does in other sports too. I mean, I've seen it in baseball, I've seen it in softball, I've seen it in basketball. I've seen it in all sports. Everybody teaches defense, and defense wins championships. And that's if you can play defense, you can win a lot of games.
Well, 43-13, and Elkhart solidly out in front. They had a lead at the end of one quarter of 18-6, and it's been all Elkhart so far here through one half of play. Tell you what we're going to do. Why don't we get the commissioner all ready to go, fired up, and we will have the commissioner as soon as Mike says he's ready. And again, we'll remind you that next Elkhart broadcast will come your way at Northridge on Tuesday night. That'll be on Mike's network. It'll be on the New Level Broadcasting Network on YouTube. So Mike will have the play-by-play for you. I'll be alongside for the varsity game, but Mike said he's ready, so let's go to the commissioner and the commissioner's corner.
It's time for the Commissioner's Corner, an exclusive weekly conversation about Indiana high school sports with the Commissioner of the IHSAA, Paul Neidig. Now for an up-to-the-minute report about what's happening in the constantly changing world of high school sports, here's Coach Bob Lovell with Commissioner Paul Neidig.
Welcome back, everyone, to our weekly conversation with the Commissioner of the IHSAA, Paul Neidig. And we have made it to the semi-state round in high school football, and on behalf of a grateful state and parents and communities and students and everybody involved, thank you and thank all the member institutions for pulling off what I think is nothing short of a miracle to be able to do what all of you have done and do it so well to this point.
Thank you, Bob. I really appreciate those words, and I agree with the thanks going to our member institutions. They're the ones that have carried the load and have done a phenomenal job of doing that.
If you sat back and looked at the discussions you had over the summer at the IHSAA offices, I would assume you'd look back and say, we never anticipated being able to do what we've done.
You know, I think there was always a certain amount of apprehension whether we were going to be able to get there. But I also was really confident, Bob, in what our schools could do. Once our schools got back in touch with our kids, and that happened back July 6th, again, they proved us right as we started this little conversation here today. They've done the work. They've done a great job with that, and that's why we're here today.
And we are ready now for semi-state weekend, and then next weekend at Lucas Oil Stadium. We really have some great matchups, as you would anticipate getting to this point, and really some fun stories along the way in all classes of high school football.
We do. I mean, incredible matchups. We've got some folks that are going to play this weekend that with a dream to get to the state championship the following weekend that haven't been there in a while. And communities are prepared. They're ready to play. And, you know, I'm going to take a little trip down to West Washington on Friday night and watch them play. And such a story there. The whole Bozeman family, and they still got a son playing. And we'll go down there and witness that and see how they do in this tournament and see if they can get that team to the state finals.
It has been, as you mentioned with West Washington, an incredibly emotional story. But the concept of playing in your first state championship, you know, when you grow up, your dream is to end your season at Lucas Oil Stadium, and we're this far from being ready to do that for a number of teams. And, you know, I can't imagine the emotion that they're going to be going through.
No, I can't either, you know. And every year, even if a team's been there, it's a new group of kids that are carrying that team through this tournament to get there. And, you know, that excitement is there whether you've been there or you haven't. And each kid gets their turn at it, and that's where we're at this year.
When they win that, when we're anticipating great games over the weekend, and we'll have 12 teams come to Indianapolis. Because of COVID-19, the championship weekend has been altered a little bit in terms of timing and getting people in and out and crowds. Walk me through what that's going to be like.
You know, Bob, we've been preparing for this with conversation with Lucas Oil and the great folks there for quite a while. And, you know, one big change that you're going to see this year is there's not an all-day ticket. You can't buy a Friday ticket or you can't buy a Saturday ticket. We've got to protect seating that we have available for us for each community that wants to come and watch their team. And so after each venue, we've added after each game, we've added an additional 30 minutes in. And so that's there, so we have an opportunity to present the awards, and then once they get presented, the teams, the fans will have to vacate the facility, and as soon as they get vacated and they're outside, we're going to let the fans in for the next contest, and that'll go on for all 6 games this weekend, and that's one of the major things. We are going to see some crowd limitations, and I hate to even say this, but, you know, as of today, we're looking at about 8,500 total per contest, but we know with COVID, nothing's written in stone, and there's a chance that, that number could get limited as we continue to look at the positivity rate in Marion County and the rest of the state moving forward. But we have a plan in place regardless of what the positivity rate and whether it's a very limited crowd or we can get the 8,500 in per game.
Thanks for listening to The Commissioner's Corner with IHSAA Commissioner Paul Neidig and Coach Bob Lovell. And thank you for your continued support of the high schools in your community.
All right, we are back here halftime, 43-13. Let's break down numbers real quick. For Elkhart, Savannah Stout has 5 points. Amy Quinn has 2. Michaela Whitaker has 2. Tara Robertson has 8. Maddie Axum has 4. Jaya Johnson has 2. And Demore Watson has 20, leading Elkhart. For Clay, Natalia Hicks has 5. Genesis Jones has 3. Bria Brown has 3. And Leighton Bean has 2 for the Colonials.
Oh, yeah, I got the Notre Dame fight song going in the background.
Yeah, whatever.
I know.
In spite of that, we'll let you know that Westfield leading Maryville in the semi-state north, 20-7. And Bishop Tarr, the last report, leading the Mishawaka Marion Knights 12-7 as they start the third quarter.
Well, I saw Stacey Card, and it's going to be basically an all Indianapolis area state finals.
Yeah, that's what makes it boring.
Yeah, that's what it's looking like right now. Well, now wait, Pioneers leading Fort Wayne Lures, so who knows?
Well, we start the third quarter. They come out with Hicks, Jones, Leah Watson, Brown, and Bean. And for Elkhart, it'll be Stout, Axum, Whitaker, Watson, and Robertson. Clay basketball. Here's Brown. Brown picks it up, now flips it over to Watson, Leah Watson. Now she'll fire it over inside, turnaround shot up by Hicks is good. That's a 2 for Hicks. She now has 7. And it's now 43-15. Here's Stout. Stout ahead for Axum. Now switches directions. Back over to Whitaker. Whitaker. Now over to Robertson. Axum 3. Back iron, no good. Ball loose. Picked up by Robertson. She kicks it back over to Stout. Stout drives it, puts it up. Rimming, no good. Rebound back up by Robertson, no good. Rebound loose, picked up by Clay, and a foul. Well, Robertson on the foul. Her second. Team's first. Here's Watson. Alea Watson, ball deflected away and stolen. Here's Watson. Now it's Stout ahead. Leaves it off for Robertson, who lays it up and in. Taryn Robertson now with 10. It's now 45-15. Here's Brown. Brown. Bean. Bean drives, stops, puts it up, got it. Bean now with 4. That's 45-17. Here's Stout. Stout over the timeline. Stout to Axum. Axum driving, stopping, goal knocked away, and it's going to be picked up by Clay. Here's Watson. Throws it ahead and out of bounds. He'll go out of bounds to Elkhart. Here comes Stout. Stout now gets it over to Whitaker. Whitaker stops, crosses court back over to Stout. Stout will take a 3. No good. Ball loose, picked up by Robertson. She goes on the deck. And what's the call? 3 officials with their hands in the air. And they're probably going to call traveling.
Kind of look at each other like, what are we calling?
Clay ball out. Here's the inbound. Gives it over now to Brown. Brown leaves it ahead, trying to get back to Hicks. Ball knocked away, loose. Body's on the deck. Ball on the deck, still loose. And eventually we're going to have a jump ball. It looks like it'll be Clay basketball. No, it'll be Elkhart basketball, looks like. Elkhart ball.
You're taking the ball out of bounds.
Watson the trigger. Now to Stout. Stout to Axum. Axum drives, stops in the corner. Robertson now back to Axum for 3. Back iron, no good. Ball loose. Back up by Watson is good. Watson now with 22. That's 47-17. Here's Brown. Brown gets it back, fires a three, air ball, and it goes out of bounds. It'll be Elkhart ball. Here's Stout. Stout leaves off for Axum. Axum fakes, hands it off for Watson. Watson drives. Now back over to Robertson. Back to Axum. Axum fakes. Now drives to the middle. Gets it back to Robertson. 15-footer. Got it. Robertson now with 12. 4 in the quarter. 49-17. Here's Brown. Brown against the 2-3 matchup zone. Now Jones to Bean. Bean now backs it up. Double teamed. Fires it cross court. Finds 21 Leah Watson, who puts it up. No, but she drew the foul. Then Robertson, I do believe. Her third. And going to be 2-shot foul coming up for Alea Watson. And the first one is good. And she'll have a second one. Second one is also good. It's her first two. That's 49-19. On the drive is Whitaker. Whitaker hands it off, put it up, and scores is Robertson. Well, she's come through in the second half here. She now has 14. 51-19. Here's Brown. Brown, it's like a kick, but no call. Stolen away by Axum. Leaves it ahead for Stout. Ball knocked away. It's going to stay with Elkhart. Here comes Johnson in for Elkhart. Jaya Johnson. Inbound to Axum in the corner. She fires a 15-footer. Rimming no good. Ball loose. Picked up by Stout. Stout gets fouled. Looks like the foul's going to be called on Hicks. That'll be her third. And to the free throw line is going to be Stout shooting two. First one is rimming, no good. She'll have one more. Second one, good. 52-19. Here's a long lead pass. Is intercepted by Whitaker. Leaves it for Watson. Watson 1-on-2. Takes it. Bank no good. Ball loose. To the deck it goes. Bodies on the floor. And still no call. Finally a jump ball is called. With 3:42 to go. And now Hadley comes back in for Clay. And the inbound comes to Hicks. Hicks, ball knocked away. It's going to stay with Clay. Here comes Rome back in for Elkhart, replacing Axum. Now Jones inbound for the Colonials. She'll go to the backcourt, and Hicks. Hicks will bring it across. Hicks driving, ball deflected, ball loose, still loose, and Elkhart comes out of the way with Stout. Stout, long lead pass for Watson. Watson one dribble, puts it up, scores. Watson with 24, 54-19. Here's Hicks. Hicks over to Watson, Alea Watson, ball deflected, ball loose. Clay comes up with it, Hadley. Back to Watson. Watson drives down the lane, puts it up. Rimming, got it. Alea Watson now with 4. That's 54-21. Jaya Johnson, 15-footer on the way. Rimming, no good. Rebound comes to Clay. It did.
Yeah.
Ball intercepted by Rome. Rome over to Watson, 15-footer, no good. Ball knocked, slapped away by Clay. It'll be Elkhart ball. Another substitution for Elkhart. Quinn is in. Can't have 6 players out there, guys. Quinn's in. Stout will finally come out. Rome to inbound. Rome over to Quinn. Quinn looks. Back to Rome. Rome inside for Watson, and she almost traveled, but she was fouled first. And the foul will go on Hadley. That'll be Hadley's first. 2:31 to go. Rome to inbound. Rome tries to thread a couple of defenders, knocked away by Hicks. And again, it'll stay with Elkhart. Inbound, ball knocked away, and again a foul on the inbound. That's on Hicks, that's her 4th, and it is. Another inbound. Shot up is short by Whitaker. Ball picked up by Watson. Ball lost by Watson. That's going to go to Clay. And Castadilla is back in. She has the basketball. Now gets it over to Watson. Watson double team, back to Castadilla. Now to Jones. She's going to fire a long ranger bank, and it goes through for 3. Genesis Jones. She now has 6. And it's 54-24. Here's Johnson. Tried to hit Rome. It goes out of bounds. And I think Elkhart will retain possession. Robertson back in. Axum back in. And the inbound is intercepted by Bean. Bean takes it all the way, puts it up, no, and a blocking foul. It's going to be on 11, Quinn, her first. First one is in the air and no good. Second free throw is Banks at home.
First State Bank shot. First State Bank and rep the IC.
Even for free throws, 54-25.
Darn tootin', we're going to give them everything we can get.
Here comes Stout. Stout drives inside for Robertson. Fakes it up, puts it up. Too strong. Back up by Axum, no good. Still fought for, still fighting for it. And this time a jump ball. This one should be for Elkhart. With 1:36 to go in the quarter. 54-25. It'll be Axum to inbound. Axum in the corner. There's Jaya Johnson up. Rimming no good. Ball run down by Quinn in the corner. And she is fouled in the corner. 21. That is Aaliyah Watson. It's her first, I believe. And it'll be out of bounds to Elkhart. Substitution. Isabel Gomez. Isabel Gomez in. Inbound. Comes to Johnson, Jaya Johnson. Johnson to Stout. Stout looking, driving, stops. Now to Quinn. Quinn, we're on the wing, 1:15 to go in the quarter. Now back to Stout. Stout driving, one hands it up, back no good. Rebound back up, no. Rebound Axum. Axum will reload for Elkhart. on the drive. And there's a three by Quinn. Air ball, and it goes out of bounds. It'll be Clay basketball. Clay will get it with 57.9. Jones to inbound to Castadilla. Now back to Gomez. Here's Hadley driving, forcing, got it. Hadley with her first two. That's 54-27. Here's Elkhart wide open. Johnson, and she lost it out of bounds, but was finally kicked out of bounds by Clay. It'll be Elkhart ball with 34-7. Stout to inbound. Stout looking. Probably gets into Axum. Axum in the corner. Now over to Quinn. Quinn drives. Back over to Johnson. Johnson over to Stout. Stout inside for Robertson. Now back outside Axum. Axum 12-footer. Rimming no good. Rebound comes to Clay. Loose and intercepted by Robertson. Lays it up and scores. Robertson with 8 in the quarter, 16 for the game. That's 56-27 with 9 seconds. Ball knocked away and almost intercepted and out of bounds. It'll be Clay basketball with 5.4. 56-27. Inbound to Castadilla. Over now to Gomez. Bean, turnaround, no good at the buzzer. So we've played 3 now, and our score is Elkhart 56, Clay 27. Back with the fourth quarter after this. You're listening to exciting Lion basketball right here on your Elkhart Lions channel here on YouTube.
Forget to stop by Valcao's Pizza for some mouth-watering pizza. How about Italian beef or Italian sausage? How about that ham and cheese? Valcao's is a place on US 33 across the Concord Mall, off Bristol Street on Poplar Court, and the original on Jackson Boulevard in the easy shopping place.
All right, at the with 8:36 left in the game over at Mishawaka Marion, Chittard leads Mishawaka Marion 18-7.
And here's a real defensive struggle according to ScoreStream. It was Fairfield defeating LaPorte tonight, 27-17.
Well, LaPorte's not really good.
Halftime for all you Boilermaker fans out there. The Golden Gophers lead the Boilermakers up in Minneapolis, 21-10. But we're here at Clay High School, north side of South Bend, 56-27, all Elkhart right from the get-go. At 8 more minutes of regulation play.
Well, I asked Will over under 75, so we'll see.
It'll be Clay basketball to start the fourth. It will be Jones to inbound. Castaneda gives it back. Gomez, ball deflected and stolen. Here comes Rome. Rome to Watson. Watson will lay it up and score. Watson now with 26. That's 58-27. Here's a pass, complete, almost intercepted. And nice defensive play by Elkhart's Robertson. But it was out of bounds. It'll be Clay basketball.
Is Watson a senior?
I think she is. Inbound, Castaneda. Now to the corner. That's Hadley. Castaneda down to Gomez. Gomez drives, stops. Ball knocked away and still loose. Ball on the floor, jump ball. This one should go to Elkhart with 7:26 to go. No, Watson is a junior, Michael.
A junior.
A junior.
Oh, ho, ho, ho. Ooh, look out. I see all-state material.
Here we go with Elkhart with the basketball. Here's Stout. Stout over to Axum. Inside Robertson. Through the hands of Watson and out of bounds. It'll be Clay basketball. We have 6 seniors. We'll let you know on the next dead ball who they are. Here's Brown. Brown over to Hicks. Now Bean runs over her man, but they're going to call a blocking foul.
Oh, gosh.
That was a nice clear-out block.
Yeah, yeah. If you had a running back behind her, that'd be a touchdown.
Yeah, Robertson picks up with a blocking foul, her fourth. Okay, the seniors, okay, Swanson, who we haven't seen, Rome, Whitaker, Robertson, Morgan Hurt, and Brianna Bear. The inbound comes to Brown. Brown fires a long three, no good, and Hicks tries to save it into the hands of Whitaker. Whitaker leaves it for Stout. Stout one-on-one, just flips it up there, and she got a foul. Hadley will pick it up. Her second. Stout will shoot two. First one is ribbing, no good. She'll have one more. She has 6 points on the night. Second free throw is again no good. Rebound, back tap to Clay. And stolen by Stout. Leaves it ahead, and there's a layup is good by Watson. 28 for Watson, 60-27. Here's Hicks. Hicks over to Jones. Now Jones back to Hadley, back to Jones. Hicks stolen away by Stout. Stout driving, lays it up, and scores. Savannah Stout now with 8. That's 62-27. Hadley cross court through the hands almost of Jones. She picks it up. Now tries to feed it inside for Brown. It's knocked away and out of bounds. It'll be Clay basketball. Leah Watson back in. And Robertson comes back in for Elkhart. Inbound. Comes to Brown. Brown drives the baseline, flips it up there, hits the side of the backboard. And rebound comes to Elkhart. Here comes Rome on the drive, leaves it off, and loses it out of bounds. Actually, that was Watson with the basketball, and it'll go out. Turnover, gives it back to Clay. Here's Hicks. Hicks inside for Bean. Bean forces it up, makes it everything but the backboard. And now a travel the backcourt on Watson. That'll give it back to Clay.
Yeah, I see a star in the making, Miss Watson. Oh, I'm sorry.
No, I got bumped you up a little bit.
Okay, all right.
All right, 62-27, out of bounds to Clay. Here's Hicks. Hicks takes a three. No good. Ball loose. Picked up by Axum. Axum on the push-up. Axum all the way to the free throw line. Puts it up. Rimming got it. Axum now with 6. It is 64-27. Here's Hicks. Hicks on the corner. There's a three by Hadley. Missed everything. And going up with it was 21 Leah Watson, and she was fouled. And trying to find who the foul is charged to. We don't have a 21 on our roster. Watson to the free throw line up, and no good. Second free throw is good. So she splits a pair. Still haven't found a 21 on the Elkhart roster yet. It's 64-28. The Chargers a foul too.
We'll take care of that by Tuesday night.
Yeah. Here's Stout. Still don't see a 21 on the floor. Here's inside Robertson. Now back out to Jaya Johnson. Axum to Watson. Watson, look at that trip of Stout by Leah Watson, and she'll pick up the foul.
They got a ball game on now over there at Mishawaka Marion. It is now 18-13 with 5:04 to go in the game.
Yeah, could be a good one there. 46 covering that one. 64-28.
We'll watch that tonight, won't we? At least I will.
No, I won't.
Yeah, well.
Here's the inbound. Stout. Stout over to Axum. Axum back to Stout. And I thought it was coming over here.
I thought I had that one. I had it.
Where's Harry Carey's fishing net when you need it?
Yeah. I put my order in for a fishing net right now for next baseball and softball season.
Okay. Out of bounds to Elkhart. Or actually to Clay. Clay out, 4:58 to go. 64-28 is basically garbage time right about now. Here's Brown. Brown, Hadley, inside for Beam. Beam puts it up, no, a body foul. 22 Watson. It's her first. And Bean will shoot 2. Bean with 5 points on the night. First free throw is back iron, side iron, no good. She'll have one more. Second free throw is rimming, no good again, and Watson for Elkhart gets this rebound. Gives it off for Stout. Stout, down to Johnson, over to Rome. Rome inside for Watson, fakes. Now kicks it back out to Stout. Stout looking for some room. Now back outside down to Johnson. Johnson will reload, down to Rome. Rome. Here's Robertson driving the baseline. Puts it up, no good. Rebound back up by Watson is good. Well, there's 30.
Yeah, that's 2 games in a row now.
66-28.
I'll tell you right now, Tuesday she ain't going to get that.
Leah Brown. Brown drives. That's buildable board material, Mike. And that's a foul.
I understand.
And a foul.
But nobody heard me say that.
1-1. And we're going to have a timeout, I do believe. Now we have some substitutions coming in. Jones comes back in. Watson picked up her second on the foul. And to the free throw line will be Beam, who shoots it up and banks it home.
First state bank shot. First state bank. Remember, FDIC.
And she'll have one more coming. She has 2, 3, 4, 6 points on the night. Second one is up, and this time no good. But they got the rebound with Jones. Jones feeds it off for Hadley, and the ball is knocked away by Axum. It'll stay Colonial basketball with 3:57 to go. Inbound, and we'll have a timeout by the Colonials.
Yeah, 4:30.
Full timeouts. We'll take it with them. It is 66-29. Elkhart, 3:57 to go. Back after this on the Elkhart Lions channel here on YouTube.
Fresh, clean drinking water not only tastes better, it's better for you. And better yet, your coffee, lemonade, iced tea, and ice cubes will all taste better. Call Hawkins Water Tech to determine what option works best for your home or office. Straight from the tap, water cooler, or bottle, Hawkins Water treats you better. Visit hawkinswater.com.
And we are back here, and our score at 3:57 to go. It is 66-29 in favor of the Lions. And what's your next broadcast coming up, Mike? It's tomorrow, isn't it?
It's tomorrow. It's tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
Yeah, okay.
Sounds like a song.
Yeah, it sounds like a song. The Warsaw Shootout. 11 o'clock's the first game, 12:30 the second, 4 o'clock's the third, and 5:30's the fourth.
You're going to broadcast all 4?
I am going to give it my best shot.
Okay.
And my throat will hold.
Here's the inbound. Intercepted by Rome. She gets it ahead now to Stout, who will lay it up and score. I believe Stout's got double figures now with 10. 68-29. Here comes Hicks. Hicks over to Watson. Back to Hicks. Hicks. Now back to Watson. Hicks. Now to Hadley. Back to Hicks. Hicks. Hadley tries feet inside. Ball deflected. Again, bodies on the deck. Another jump ball. This time the possession arrow goes which way?
For Clay, I think.
It's going to Clay. 3:18 to go. Inbound. Shot up by Jones is no good. Rebound comes to Elkhart. Here comes Watson for Elkhart. Watson now to Stout. Stout drives, stops. Over the corner to Rome. Rome will fire a three. No good. Ball loose and comes out to Clay. Here's Hicks. Hicks over the timeline. Now to Watson, now to Hicks. Hicks looking, top of the key. Now chits it toward the right. Back to Watson. Inside, ball knocked away from Bean and out of bounds. It's a Bean touched it last. It's going to be Elkhart basketball. It's like Johnson and Quinn coming in now for Elkhart. And Elkhart ball with 2:40 to go. Here comes Johnson, Jaya Johnson. Johnson trapped at the half-court line. Ball deflected away and still loose, and it goes out of bounds. Which way, Mr. Official?
Elkhart, I think.
I think it's Elkhart ball.
Yeah, the official walking this way.
Inbound. Comes to Rome. Rome picked up by Jones. Gives it off, and here comes Johnson on the timeline. Feeds Robertson, and she is fouled from behind by Hicks, and Hicks just fouled out. Hicks will foul out with 7 points. Castaneda will come in. And Robertson to the line. First one is good. We may have found our second scorer, Mike.
Yeah.
Second one is also good.
And I think I know who the third scorer might be.
69-29. Castaneda. Now to Hadley. Crosses over to Jones. Jones driving, stopping. Back to Watson, who fires it up. No. Rebound comes to Axum. Axum push up. Axum on the drive. Takes it all the way. Lays it up too strong. Ball loose in the corner. Quinn tries to save it and loses it out of bounds. It'll belong to Clay. Here's Castaneda with the basketball. Over the timeline. Now to Watson. Castaneda to Hadley. Now to Jones. Back to Castaneda. Bean. Now here's Watson for three. No good. The rebound comes to Axum. Axum on the push-up. Takes it all the way from the free throw line. No good. Ball loose. Slapped away by Hadley. And it'll be Elkhart basketball. 1:36 to go. 70-29.
They need 3 more points.
The inbound stolen away by Clay. Castaneda with the basketball. She will get it double team. Intercepted by Robertson. Robertson leaves the head for Rome. Ball deflected. Rome picks it up. Check that. That's Axum. Axum gets it out to Johnson. 1:12 to go in the quarter, and that just spread out a little bit. Here's Quinn. Quinn to Johnson. Johnson ahead for Robertson. Crosses it over for Axum. Ball deflected. Axum picks it up. Hands it off for Johnson. 55 seconds. Now they spread it back out again. Johnson drives, stops, almost lost it, flicks it back over to Quinn. Quinn driving between people, gets tripped up, and the ball goes out of bounds. Let's see what they call. Foul's going to be called on Jones, her third. And Quinn will shoot 1-on-1. Danya Quinn. Free throw. Back iron, side iron, no good, but back up by Robertson, no. Rebound comes to Rome, and she's called for traveling. So it'll be Clay ball at 38-8. The inbound. Castaneda. Gets it over for Watson. Back to Castaneda. Hadley. Inside for Bean. Ball deflected. Bean comes out there with it. Looking. Can't find anything. Now starts to drive. Into the paint area. Free throw line extended. Puts it up. Banks it home.
First state bank shot. First state bank. Member up the IEC.
She now has 8 points as Bean. And 70-31. Shot up by Quinn. No good. Quinn gets her own rebound. Forces it up. No. Ball loose. Body still on deck. Comes out of there with Jaya Johnson. 7 seconds.
Yeah, just dribble it out. Just dribble it out.
5 seconds, 3 seconds, 2 seconds, 1 second, and that'll do it. Your final score, Elkhart 70 and South Bend Clay 31. We'll take a 2-minute timeout. When we come back, we'll give you the final numbers and wrap things up on the north side of South Bend after this. You're listening to exciting Elkhart Lion basketball on the Elkhart Lion channel here on YouTube, part of the New Level Broadcasting Network.
You may not find water an exciting topic, but at Hawkins Water Tech, we eat, sleep, and drink water. We've made it our personal mission to provide families and businesses with the very best water quality possible. Whether it's a reverse osmosis system, a high-efficiency water softener, bottled water, or delivery of softener salt, we work hard to bring you soft water. Hawkins Water Tech, the water specialists, online at hawkinswater.com.
Everybody, Mark Lowry here with you from South Bend Clay High School. Final score here on Facebook Live is 70, and now we're with the Facebook Live audience and our other audience, the Elkhart Lion audience on YouTube, plus now our Facebook audience on Facebook Live. Our final score is 70-31. We were temporarily knocked off the air by some well-wishers, you might say. Let's take a look at the numbers. First of all, for South Bend Clay, Natalia Hicks had 7 points on the night. See what else we got here. Kayla Hadley had 2. Genesis Jones had 6 points. Aaliyah Watson had 2, 4, 5, 6 points for her. Bria Brown had 3. And Layden Bean had 8 points for the Clay Colonials. For Elkhart, it was like this. Savannah Stout had 10. Danya Quinn had 2. It was, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18 points for Taryn Robert Robertson. Mandy Axum had 6. Jaya Johnson had 2. And leading all scores once again with 30 points, Demore Watson for Elkhart. Scoring by quarters, it was Elkhart 18-6 at the end of 1, 43-13 at the half. It was 56-27 after 3, And our final score is Elkhart 70 and the South Bend Clay Colonials 31. So Elkhart improves now to 3-1 on the overall, Mike. And Clay goes to 1-5. Clay's got a game coming up tomorrow night. Or tomorrow during the day. I'm not sure what the timing was. Over at Bethany Christian.
I think it's tomorrow afternoon, I think.
Tomorrow afternoon at Bethany Christian. While Elkhart take a little bit of a respite, and they will go on Tuesday night over to the Green Acres part of Middlebury, where they'll be at the Madhouse taking on the Northridge Raiders. Mike Ganger will have the coverage on that one on the New Level website on the YouTube. Will be underway probably, around 6 or so, Mike?
Yeah, about 5:50, 5:55.
All right, so we'll have that, and Mike will have the play-by-play on that. I will be alongside, helping him out in case he can't pronounce any Elkhart names or numbers. But
I wouldn't do that, would I? Yeah, I would.
But anyway, I'll be alongside for that broadcast as well, and our next Elkhart Lion broadcast on the Elkhart Lions channel will come your way. Oh, it'll be after the holidays. It will be, I believe, on the 1st of December when we'll have a boys-girls doubleheader. The boys will actually be underway, and that'll be at the Great Western Forum here in South Bend as both Elkhart ball clubs will take on the South Bend Washington Panthers. So until then, from the north side of South Bend, this is Mark Lowry along with Mike Ganger giving you once again the happy totals. Elkhart wins at 70-31. Till we see you again on Tuesday night from Middlebury, Mark Lowry. So long, everybody.
So long.